Hello and welcome to today's video where we are live across multiple platforms to tell you all about how to press using items that have tricky seams, zips or labels. It is a really common question amongst people who are crafters or businesses that are using heat presses or irons on smaller items like baby clothes, maybe pencil cases, things like that, and struggling to apply HTV or transfers around those small seams, zips, and labels. So today I've got many things with me to show you to give you some ideas on how you can tackle this. So, for example, this is a tiny little costume, which is actually for a dog, but very similar size to a baby grow in terms of lots of seams, tiny sleeves. And what you might find if you've got a heat press is when you press smaller items, they're obviously smaller than the plate, so you can't always avoid all of those seams on there on those smaller items. But not to worry, because there is a really, really simple solution on how to sort of get around this problem and press everything perfectly. So, like I said, many different items that this happens with. Here is a little baby bib that we've printed on before. We've also got things like pencil cases with these zips and even makeup bags, where you see we've got very close to the edges here, and I'm going to tell you how we've done this. So first things first, may seem quite obvious, but when you're pressing something with those seams or that's smaller than your heat plate and you really need to get to the area you're pressing on, is avoid the seams wherever you can, whether that's laying it off the side of the press. For example, with this makeup bag, you'd be laying the zip off so that it doesn't get stuck there. Because what's happening when you've got seams or zips that are slightly raised, when you pop the press down, it's not going to be centered on all of the area. It's just going to reach the heat to these raised areas here. So what we want to do to tackle this is when we can't lay them over the edge or avoid them all, we need to raise the area that we're pressing onto so that that gets the heat instead. So there are a few ways that you can do this, and I would really recommend different ways based on how often you're pressing smaller items. For example, if you are a small business or a business that is pressing baby clothes or smaller items with seams often, I would definitely recommend investing in what we call a happy pillow. So these come in multiple sizes and can be placed inside items to lift the area that you're trying to get to. They've got a bit of sort of squish in them. So what you'll need to do when using them is obviously pop them inside the item. As I said, you can get lots of different sizes of these depending on what you're working on. And this one actually fits like a glove into here. So as you can see, it's raising up that area in the middle away from those seams. So you want to pop that under your heat press, get the seams out of the way wherever you can. This is our A3 HappyPress 4, so quite a big plate on this. And then when you pop the press down, you'll find that obviously because you've got that pillow in there and it's raised, all you need to do is slightly adjust that pressure to cater for the extra thickness. And this is something that you should be doing if you're using a heat press, even on everyday items. So if you're pressing a slightly thicker hoodie or anything outside of the norm of what you're pressing, you just want to turn to the left to lessen that pressure so that it goes down better. So you can see, turning it a little bit each time. It has got some give in it, this heat pillow, because it squishes, but there we go. So that's a lot better. So that's what we're going to be working with today mostly, and that is my main recommendation if you're pressing smaller things often. However, if you are a crafter that's maybe making a one-off project or something like that, there is another way that you can press these smaller items without investing in these heat printing pillows. And that is simply taking something like a tea towel or a bit of material, heat resistant material, and popping it underneath. So this is just a tea towel that we have laying around. What I'm going to do is pop the baby bib on there. And you can see it's still doing the job. It's raising that area. just like that, so that when we do press down, we'll be getting this top area here with all the heat that we want and not these pesky seams around the outside. So to show you how everything works, I'm going to do a quick demonstration using our HappyPress 4 and this cute little doggy outfit. So we've already been pressing on this morning with our brand new HTV, which is called Happy Glow. So this is a really cool idea. So we're going to upcycle this little dog outfit with glow-in-the-dark stars so that you can see your dog when it's running around the park or wherever you are walking them. So that's quite a cute idea. So I'm going to pull the plate out, and as I said, pop this happy pillow inside, just like that, to raise the area that we want. Just like that. And then I'm also going to go kind of a little bit extra and tuck these seams under the pillow, so they're really and truly out of the way. I'm going to pop that under there. I'm just going to grab some release paper to cover and protect everything, because as I said, we've already put some vinyl on there this morning. So just like that, under it goes. So I'm going to lessen the pressure a little bit more. There we go. So just giving this a pre-press quickly to make sure there's no creases or moisture hiding in that fabric. That is another reason why your HTV or transfers may not be sticking as well to these items. So pop out the drawer. And I've got lots of really cute little happy glow-in-the-dark stars. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place these around there. So this is a really fun HTV to try if you haven't already, because perfect for Halloween projects, but also just really fun to use as well for things like soft furnishings. We've made quite a few pillows with our Happy Glow so far. Just going to pop them around. I'm going to make sure that my carrier sheets are not overlapping, so it doesn't interfere, which means I'm just going to give it a quick trim here. So I cut these stars this morning from the Happy Glow, just using our Silhouette Cameo 4 machine. Okay. So in terms of the Happy Pillows as well, like I said, they do come in a range of sizes. So if there's a particular size item that you're creating or you're selling often, then you can choose the size that's right for you. And we've also, at the moment, got 10% off across the whole Happy Fabric website when you subscribe to our mailing list. So definitely worth subscribing if you're looking at grabbing any HTV, any of the presses, absolutely everything has that 10% off applied. So sorry, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I'm just having a little look. Cut this one a bit more. We'll be answering questions at the end, so please do feel free to pop any questions about the process or anything that you want to see while we're on the live stream just in the comments, and we will get to those when we are finished pressing. So there he is covered in stars now. I'm going to pop that greaseproof paper back on top and then press. So this Happy Glow is going down at 150 degrees for 10 seconds. We'll just let that count down. So this is our manual Happy Press, which means it doesn't auto open, just have to pull up the top. And we'll let that cool down a second. Just noticed I put one of the stars a little bit over the edge there. So I'll give it one more press to make sure it's caught all of those tiny stars. So I'll just check the comments while we're waiting for that to go. So what did you use on the pencil case? It's gorgeous. So the pencil case, this one here. So these are actually our heat transfers that we do. So these aren't HTV. You can upload photos, artwork, all sorts of things to the design tool, and then we send them as ready to press heat transfers. Same thing for what I'm wearing. This is my cat. Uploaded a photo to the design tool and it was sent as a ready to press or iron transfer. So that's what's on the pencil case. And the way that we pressed the pencil case was we flattened it as much as we possibly could and made sure this chunky bit here was laying off the edge. We also packed it with a heat pillow. So you can see there it's got that kind of squish to it to make sure that it was raised in terms of these seams around the edges. Same sort of thing with this one. You can see it's also packed out. So that's just to make sure we don't hit those seams. We got really close to the edge by doing this, but obviously made sure this zip was hanging over the edge of the press and it wasn't interrupting anything in the way. Okay, so it's ready. I don't know where to start, so I'll start over here. So again, this HTV is our Happy Glow HTV. Oh, it's a bit hot still, the carrier sheet, so I'll be really careful when I'm peeling this. Make sure I press once more just to really get those stars that are in the edges. Oh, hot. Perfect. Wish I had a camera over here so you could kind of see. It's quite satisfying when it peels off. They're all stuck really well. So that heat pillow you can see in the middle has made all the difference. Nearly there. Some tiny ones in the middle. Okay, so there we go, pressing with the Happy Pillow inside. So here we are, my little decorated. It's not quite a baby grow, but it is kind of similar. So let's look at some more questions and get back to our Q&A. So what size press is that? So the press that I've used today, this is our A3 Happy Press 4 in pink. So they also come in A4 as well. So where can we find the Glow HTV? So the Happy Glow, the glow in the dark HTV is on our website, so happyfabric.co.uk. You can find it on the drop-down menu or go to Iron on Vinyls and it will be there as well. Or if you want a really simple way to find it, just pop it in the search bar and it will come straight up for you. So this one, not technically a baby grow, it is actually a dog Halloween costume. I think this one was from a supermarket, potentially Asda. We do love an upcycle to show off that you can decorate kind of everyday things. So yeah, this one was just from Asda. Let's take a couple more. Do you have any offers at the moment? Sorry about the mic going back inside. So yes, we do have offers on at the moment, and our main one, I would say, have a look through the bundles on our HTV section. Also got bundle deals on presses and cutting machines, but we've also got 10% off the whole website. So presses, machines, vinyl, accessories like the Happy Pillow as well. And all you've got to do is subscribe to our mailing list. So happyfabric.co.uk/subscribe. And we'll send you that discount code to get your 10% off. So, how many colours do you have? So in terms of the Happy Pillow, there is only one colour available in those. If you were talking about the heat press, we've got 3 different colours in those. So pink, turquoise and white. And in terms of HTV, we've got over 300 colours on the website. So definitely go and take a peek. This was our Happy Glow HTV today that glows in the dark. And there's one colour of that. So if you see it in the light now, it's kind of like an off-white, slightly green tinge. But in the dark, it is fluorescent green. It is really something. Definitely go and check that out on our website and our social media channels because it's so much fun. So that is pretty much it. Like I said, really simple tricks just to make sure the heat is getting where you need it to go, whether that is for a one-off or smaller project where you pop a tea towel or something similar underneath to raise the area, or if you're printing very often with smaller things, grab yourself some heat pillows to raise the area instead because they'll give you a more professional finish and it will be on hand, always ready whenever you're pressing those sort of items. So I hope this has been really helpful for you and I will see you next week for another live stream. If you do have any more comments or questions, please do pop them in the comments or get in touch with us at sales@happyfabric.co.uk, and we'll be happy to help you there as well. So we'll see you next week, and thank you again for joining us.